Okay, I think we're all good. Camera might be in a little funky position. Can sound work? Okay. Jumping right into the race. I did not qualify well. I didn't really have much warm up though. I love how the chat just shows all the chats from last time. Whatever. Okay, my goal here is just to
sorry guys, I can't breathe.
survive, because if you watched last stream, you would have seen me bin it into the wall around this corner on the first turn, or on this first lap on this turn, after qualifying second, so. And that was in the multi-class. This is just GT4s, but yeah, it wasn't the best. What the fuck was that? Well, that was a train wreck, literally. I'm not sure what happened there. I'll have to watch the replay, but I originally just thought I had a hard right. I didn't realize I needed to also dive out of the way like I did, but I guess I didn't even get a off track. So I think we didn't even lose a place, did we? Yeah, we're still in the same spot, so nothing really happened. Besides almost dying. These guys are door banging back there that end up into an incident. Hi, dude. I don't know how I didn't hit that guy. Okay. He didn't hit me. Hope I didn't cause that. He just rage quit, so. Kind of bunched up in front. I'd love to make some moves here, but don't want to get too aggressive because that guy overbraked. I think somebody in the front, that pack is going slow. It's probably the issue at hand. Kind of like blocking that guy out, didn't mean to. Nice block, dude. Sorry, Ben, these guys are just like going slow in front of me. Like I totally slid over. I don't know, like I definitely caught him off guard, but that was not super cool to move under braking like that. I'm not getting a good exit out of that corner. We are losing the main pack. I think it's this like orange's Porsche that's causing issues, but now we're about to have a wreck. No. One of these people are gonna spin it. Called it. Hold your brakes. I'm surprised I got hit by that. I thought it was out of the way. Wheel damage is pretty not great. Yeah, it's definitely a little slanted. It's not terrible. Man, I like called that as it was happening too. I knew it was that guy too that was causing the issues, and whatever. See if we can make up ground here. That guy up there is jumping like crazy. My fastest lap so far has been a 1:38.2, which is not great, but I haven't really had any clean air or any time to have a fast lap. My window's covered in dust. That guy was accelerating way too hard out of this corner. He might have had dirty air and his tires were hot, but it's just unfortunate. Yeah, the wheel damage makes those two corners a little funky, because I'm a little crooked to the right now. Is it just wheel damage? Yeah. Well, all I can do now is hope to pick up some places and then kind of just practice laps for the next race. I don't know where I put my phone. I'm sure other people are gonna die in front, but I want to watch the replay just to see how close that incident was at the end there, or at the beginning there, because I thought I was clear of him. Like, obviously not. It's just really hard to predict in those kinds of situations. I think I assumed the best from him, that he was holding his brakes, but he probably wasn't, which is a dumb assumption to make. That was terrible. I don't think I'm losing straight line speed because of the wheel damage, or at least not much. This car is also like a fucking tank, so one of the reasons why it's fun to drive if the track makes sense for running this, which it doesn't here. This guy seems very inconsistent in his lap times right now. I downshifted to try to get more speed out of that corner, but that was stupid. I don't know what I was thinking. better exit that time. Didn't really lose time there. Keeping things interesting though. Looks like I'm gaining on him again. I should be able to make this stick. Oh my god, he's jumping. Hi there, I'm doing good. Very stressed at the moment. There we go. How are you doing? I got taken out by some like stupid idiot that lost it going into a corner and didn't hold his brakes, so I'm at the back right now. I think this guy spun himself, so good. Glad you're doing great. I didn't qualify well because I also just jumped in with like zero practice into this race because I'm mostly focused on the next race, doing the Falken race. But yeah, it is what it is with this race. I didn't qualify super well, but I would be at least higher up if I didn't get murdered. Yeah. This guy in front of me is running very inconsistent lap times, so I've streamed other things in the past, but jeez, he's jumping. I mostly just stream iRacing nowadays. I used to do Hell Let Loose when I played that competitively. Probably still will do that from time to time. I used to stream like coding and stuff because I'm a software engineer by trade, and when I was doing side projects or something I would stream that. But these days it's mostly just iRacing. Yeah. Do you play? All time. Probably. Definitely growing up, it would be like Halo 3. That's probably the game I put the most hours into ever. I really like Hell Let Loose. It's like a FPS. I don't know if you played or heard of it. It's just very complicated. Like the game mechanics are like well thought out, and you have to really understand them to be good at the game. So, but what's your favorite game? That's a good one. I played a lot of Call of Duty growing up too. I got pretty good at Call of Duty as well. I think any like FPS on the Xbox I was pretty decent at. I downloaded not the latest Call of Duty that just released recently, but I did whatever the last one was and played it on PC with keyboard and mouse, and it was fun. Like, I just get so bored of those games nowadays because it's just like there's not much like replayability for me. Like, I get really bored of the grinding and stuff when it comes to that, and like, I don't know. But I've heard the new one's cool. But yeah, so maybe at some point, um, I'll give that a go, but probably not anytime soon. Maybe if it goes on sale for like Black Friday or something, I would then. Um, but until then, probably not. Jesus. Oh, I got minus on safety rating. Oh, I forgot to look at the fucking replay. Oh well. Um, I guess I had 5 incident points. Whatever. That was just one of those races where I didn't cause the issue, but I got impacted by it. And you can get mad at those things, but there's nothing you can do about them. So I'm just trying to not get mad about those sorts of things and just take it on the chin. But yeah, we're able to get some. I did not. I'm not familiar with that game at all, actually. Um, it's like over the years I've played a lot of first-person shooters. I played like RuneScape a lot growing up. I played racing games. I played um, like sports titles, mostly like baseball or like basketball or football, something like that. Um, Lately it's just been racing, though. It's one of those things where it's like once you stop playing, you start to like lose it a little bit. So it's just like a constant challenge of getting better. So I've been liking that. Um, but yeah, I'm not too big into like story games. I get kind of bored of those sorts of things pretty quickly. But yeah, I played some. Yeah. Yeah, I like online games the most, I think. I like playing against other people. I live in Chicago. Um, so in Illinois. Which I don't know if I guess I don't have any Chicago stuff behind me. I did in my old office, um, but not here. Yeah. Are you in the States or? Oh, nice. I was just down in Texas, in Austin last month for the F1 race. One of my best friends lives in San Antonio, so I went with him. I don't think I put my right setup on. I also need to change the laundry at some point before this race, but it doesn't have to be done right now. Yeah, Texas was cool when I went. That's the only time I've ever been, surprisingly. Like no complaints on my end. It was hot. It was like 90 degrees when I was there, which was definitely the quite a big temperature jump up. Didn't think I was gonna get sunburned in November or October. When was it? I guess it was October. Good, good. Birthday's coming up soon. Took off a couple days just to relax from work a bit and just have a staycation. It's been good. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate it. I realized I never changed to the right Screen, there you go. I'm actually in the car now. Yeah. Yeah, balancing work and life is sometimes not super easy. Dealt with burnout a lot, and that's not fun. Dealing with it a little bit now, but not to the degree I was before. That's why I took off, just to kind of reset a bit. But yeah, it's important to shut that off as much as you can. Dang, what kind of work do you do? Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, 3D stuff is hard. I've done it before, but I know it's very time consuming. It also just takes forever to render things and stuff like that, but that's cool that you do that. Yeah, I've dabbled before. Yeah, you can send it over. I'd probably take a look after the stream and stuff, but yeah, if you want to share, for sure. I want to try to set a new fastest lap, because I know I can run faster here. Been running a lot of LMP3 on this track this week. Decided to switch over to GT4 just to see how it was. Not sure if that was a good choice. Um, Honestly, you can just put it in this chat and then I'll grab the link afterwards. I'm sure it won't get lost. Cool. Sounds good. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna try to go on a push lap here. Cool, yep. Awesome, I appreciate that. Damn it. Now the car, I'm not braking hard enough. I think those are the two corners that I'm struggling the most with right now. Which was fine in the sprint fix setup, but having mixed feelings about this setup I've been using from VRS. It wasn't that fast of a lap.
Sorry, sir. I couldn't hear you, try again. You didn't see nothing. Hmm?
Terrible corner. We got. Okay, I think I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm just gonna stop here and go change the laundry. I will be right back.
Sorry, man. Go inside.
almost back. Give me one more second. One more second. Take a water.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I am listening to what you say, Oleg, but I've also got 5 other people talking to me on Discord. How do you tell Dario to shut up?
Okay, I'm back. Ugh. How much time we got? 4 minutes until the race starts. Not too bad.
Pizza, pasta, pizza, prego.
Hello, dog. What's up, buddy? Thank you. Okay, let's do it. Oh, follower. Really need to set up the notifications for that. I hear the sound though, so whoever followed, thank you. Appreciate that. Actually, a different tab. I wanted to open over here. Go ahead.
Thank you. Sorry, that was my bad.
Oh, cool. Oh, sick. What's up, Adam? Sorry, I was just adjusting things over here. There we go.
Corner, you did it right. You messed up just a little bit and you're straight off.
Thanks, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I got like an ultra wide, super ultra wide here, so I can see quite a bit. Yeah, I'm not paying attention. That all felt weird. Yeah, I got the cockpit in the last 8 months. I got all the direct drive wheel and have like a button box and stuff over here. It's pretty sick. Drove on a really shitty setup attached to my desk for a while, and so it's been nice to have something legit now. Yeah, so this is what I've been up to in lieu of playing Hello Loose. I wish I had enough time for both, and I feel like I'm gonna get to a point here soon, especially in the winter when I'm around the house more, where I'm gonna want to get back into playing some Hello Loose. I played the other day a little bit, and I was like, wow, yeah, I missed this. Granted, I'm not that good, so I really wasn't good then, but yeah, yeah, it is. It's kind of a workout, which is fun too, especially with the direct drive. But yeah, I really like how the like game mechanics of iRacing work, where it's like you're chasing like a safety rating and an I rating, so it always feels like I'm always grouped with people that are like of a similar skill level, and I'm like feel like I'm consistently improving and all that, and like I just it's like almost grindy addictive, but it's not grindy in the sense of like a traditional like RuneScape or like that sort of game, but yeah, no, I really liked it. Um, didn't realize what I was getting myself into when my dad gave me his old steering wheel when he got a setup similar to this. But it literally took like a month and I was hooked. But yeah, I figured I'd stream it a little bit. I did the last couple days because I took off work for my birthday coming up on Sunday. It's fun to stream every now and then. I don't like to stream it too much because then I just get very distracted, but I feel like after having a few days of doing it, I'm getting a bit better about like concentrating on the racing and also talking to people in chat as they come in and out. Oh wow, there must have been a lot of people that signed up for this race because the levels are pretty close here. In Formula Series, like the Formula cars, I have like a higher I rating. I think I'm just generally a little bit better with the high downforce cars. Oh shit, I've never done that on that corner. That's embarrassing. Just hope I don't do that in the race. Anyways, so a little bit better in the Formula cars. But like the difference between the I rating I'm at right now, which is like 1600 versus I think I'm at like 2200, is like very big in terms of like driving etiquette and people like giving each other space when they're trying to pass, or just like not like driving like a bat out of hell and like actually racing instead, like not driving like Max Verstappen. So I've been like struggling, especially with this where I'm not just naturally as fast, to like have consistent finishes because of just shit like that happening. With Formula, up until about the I rating I'm at now, I would just qualify like in the top 3 and then not have many problems, but this I'm definitely, it's like a mixed bag where I qualified second in a race yesterday, but I think that's been the highest since mostly been like mid-pack qualifying, so. But we'll see here. This race is a multi-class race, so we'll see some LMP3 like prototype cars going around us. I was driving those the other day, but decided to just switch it up and see how the GT4s felt, which, like, the LMP3s I think are a lot more fun, but they also have some amount of downforce compared to these, so I think I was just a little bit better at those. But I've been driving a lot of GT3 cars lately, and the GT4 cars feel like dog shit compared to the GT3s. Like, very sluggish. The gearing is weird. You have to brake a lot harder. Like, the brakes aren't as good. But this was the like car that I've spent the most time in this game, probably, is a GT4 car. Besides the Formula car, of course. But yeah, I only really race Formula when there's like a good race for that week, where I like know the track, or like want to learn the track, and there just wasn't anything there this week. I think there's a few coming up though. I have to lock in for these qualifying laps and see what I can get done. I've been driving just really sloppy the last couple of minutes. Going from switching setups from the last race in the same car to switching to a different setup in this car for this race makes the car feel very different. A lot looser on the back end now. wasn't terrible, it wasn't good. That corner's so tricky when the tires aren't all the way up to temp. This is going to be a throwaway lap. Normally this is the part of the track I'm really good in, and it's the first two corners I always struggle with, which is just very backwards. This one I've been okay at, these two. These two corners are actually a lot harder in a Formula car. Just like with the elevation change and the downforce and the braking, like, just makes it a lot slidier. And when a Formula car gets loose, you're pretty much in the wall. That's going to be like a 138. That will put me not in last, but it won't help that much. Yeah, I'm in third. That's not going to stick at all. That's a lot better. These two corners feel so counterintuitive to me because I'm putting a lot more brake pressure through those corners than I would in any other car. Every other car, I'm just like barely dragging the brakes just to get enough trail braking to like turn the car a little bit more. This will be good though. This will be a new fastest lap for me. Yeah, cool. Put me up to third. Again, I don't think that'll stick. Like a 136, high 136 to like low 137 is where the faster cars will be. And I'm like mid 137, but we'll see. I guess we can watch the lap. I hate my livery. There's no good liveries for this car right now. Most of the time I just make my own, like KPM Racing themed ones. I just haven't yet. Because this car got replaced by this newer version of the BMW before I had a livery for this car. I honestly should just go like no livery and just make the car white, but I guess it's fine. So there's a website where a bunch of people make liveries and share them, and you can just use them. But like, there's just not any good ones for this car right now. Just a bunch of like Red Bull shit. And as much as I love Red Bull's F1 team, I don't like to drive a Red Bull livery on here because it's just like people associate that with people like driving like Max Verstappen, and I'd rather be a nice like calming presence versus somebody seeing a Red Bull livery next to them and like immediately driving like a jackass. Bump down to fourth, but I think there's a few cars still going. gonna stick, 4th place. Not bad, I'll take that. I don't know how I'll do with the race, but yeah. Last race I did for this series, I spun it on like the first lap in turn 4, so if I don't do that, which I think I learned my lesson now about accelerating way too hard out of that corner, hopefully I'll be fine. I'm just gonna take it super easy the first like lap or so, because people drive like bats out of hell, and no tires are cold, and I'm not used to this new car, this new version of this BMW enough to like really know how it works in cold tires. Last one I definitely was totally fine, but I haven't put enough time into this new one quite yet. And this track is just like, the corners look very easy, but they're very tricky. They're very tricky to break through. They're very tricky to like accelerate through, like and avoid wheel spin or like locking up or whatever it may be, because there's so much elevation change through this entire like track in every corner. I don't see any familiar names. Yeah, that's where I spun it yesterday. Quali 2, and I kept second, I think, through that corner. And then like the guy in front of me was going like slower than me, and my dumb ass just decided to hammer the gas, and I like lost the back end. Twas frustrating. But if I can get through the first few laps, like I'll feel like more comfortable about not having that happen. But the dangerous part about this specific series is the LMP3s just being dumbasses trying to pass, because this is like the first multi-class series in iRacing, so people just haven't learned that like etiquette fully. Whoa, we have here though. Every other multi-class series you wait, give like a 10-second gap or something to the cars in front, and then go. But that hasn't been happening all week. We've been like right on the LMP's asses, and then they would spin out in front of us, and then we'd run into them, and it'd just be crazy. Uh-oh, somebody said they're sorry. Didn't say incident behind, so maybe it was the LMPs. The only thing about leaving a gap on this track, because iRacing doesn't have like 2 pace cars like they would in real multi-class racing, like when it goes green for the LMPs in front of us, it also goes green for us, which just means like you just hammer the gas wherever you are on the track, right? For this track, it's like the for this track is like turns 9 and 10, which are tricky ones, and so when people are going through those corners without really going at a normal speed that they're used to, it's just like people just don't know how to do it, which is fair. But I wish iRacing would just add another pace car for like each class. It would make things so much easier. And like you have this dumbass saying, close the gap. I would argue that we're already too close. No. I love it. Okay, so we're probably about to go green. Oh no. I think it goes green for them when they get around, like the first couple guys get around turn 10. So I'm watching on the map there to kind of see. Like I'm not too worried about timing it. I'm just worried about these guys behind like running into me. So we're gonna get it midway through this. That actually wasn't terrible. Oh, see. Jesus. we didn't even make it through the first turn. That's hilarious. Oh well. That was the guy in first place. He had control of when we went, kind of. Huh. Oh well. Sucks for that guy. Ooh, I took that corner funny. The car got really unsettled. The ABS kicked in. Okay, let's take this nice and easy here. Perfect. This guy's gonna catch up to me very quickly. It's a longer race though. 30 minutes. I'm just gonna give him space if he wants to dive. I don't want to fight first lap, so. Okay, guy behind me was smart. It's not a corner you want to try to pass into.
How was that?
I was gonna back out, but I'm very far ahead into this. I'm gonna get a slow down. That was stupid. So I have to serve the slowdown here. So I'm gonna get out of the racing line. Now I'm gonna, okay. I don't love that mechanic in iRacing. Like, it prevents people doing dumb shit, but I'm just gonna let this guy pass. But like it's just like annoying, and I feel like you can even game that. I'm losing places right now. Okay. I would have loved to stay in front of this purple guy so I had clean air in front, but there's something happening in front of us. Oh, behind us. I'm just gonna try not to fight with these guys right now and see if we can make a gap and then go from there. He almost lost it there.
He won. What are you doing? You are an absolute tool, man. Yes, what are you doing?
Huh.
I'm moving into braking. You can't do that.
That's
What
not
are you
good.
doing?
I'm still not braking enough in there. It's not getting the rotation I'd want. Yeah, for good reason. It sounds like the guy's moving under braking, which, like, is so annoying because you really have to slow down when that happens so you don't run into him, and then like there's no like in-game way to penalize them in real time, so it's just like it's more of just like a racing etiquette thing. Like, don't do that, because you could like get hit from behind by doing that or hit the guy in front. But
Again, the same sheet. Wow.
that guy's really not happy. Same sheet. The guy in front is a high enough safety rating that he shouldn't be doing that, though. I'm hitting the second corner a lot better now. But that first part of that corner there, I had to, like, you could see it on my telemetry, I had to, like, I lifted and tapped the brakes to get the car to turn just a little bit more. It's just amazing how from setup to setup with this car, it's like the points for accelerating and braking like vary so much. Oh man, he's complaining again. I haven't been paying attention to those guys way up in front. That's who is complaining.
Dude, seriously? I won't let you pass next time.
God, I got a bad accident on that corner again. These guys behind are like catching and then not catching. I guess they're just battling, and so they're not running consistent around each corner. If I can start to hit these two corners coming up, that will save me a lot of lap time. Like, that was better. I mean, not the fastest way through, but faster than I was. There we go. Still not as fast as I'd like to be through there, but that was a lot better. I'm getting enough rotation where I don't have to like back off. Oh, I got an abnormal lap. I must be blinking or something on the track. And my latency is like blinking yellow. That's annoying. I hate how I pay. At my last apartment, we had internet and it was flawless. And I'm paying for the exact same speed, just a different provider here, and like I always have issues. And I'm hardly running anything. I have a gigabit connection and I still get latency issues like this. It's bonkers. God, still too slow. Almost 2-second gap behind. Probably fastest lap so far. Yeah. That was a lot better through that corner. Might not have been faster, but it felt better. The problem with these cars is when you're downshifting, if you're not in the right rev range, it just won't let you downshift. Which I think most cars probably do that, but it's just like super like strict in this car compared to any of the other ones. And so I'm like, in that first corner there, I've been like slamming downshift, but nothing was happening. And that time it actually was in the right rev range to downshift, so everything felt a lot smoother. Didn't brake hard enough. Here come the LMPs. The key with these is like you just want to stay on your normal racing line as much as you can, and they will pass off the racing line. But like that's the etiquette to follow. But some guys in these cars, like LMP cars, just don't know that yet, and so they'll just like send it up a corner and like either hit you or like slow you way down. And like I think the expectation is most of the time if you're passing like this, like one of you is probably going to take a little bit of a time hit, right? But it should be like mutual. And you also shouldn't like endanger like the other car while you're passing, like at all. I've had it happen before where I was in this exact series at Virginia, led the entire race, got to the last lap, and one of the LMP3 cars just like ran into me, and then like I like my car was fucked, but I somehow got it across like the finish line. I think I ended up finishing in like third, but was obviously very angry because it just didn't have to happen. Like the guy had plenty of room to pass and stuff and just didn't take it. He's gonna meet me at an awkward point, I think. No, just in time. That was an off track, really? This guy behind me is getting close. That was a dumb time for him to dive down with a faster car right behind him. Fucked up the braking. I don't see where this LMP car is. There he is. This This guy's gonna try to send it in this corner, I think. Who are you? What are you doing? Where did you come from? I didn't even see that other dude. He really tried to stick his nose in there. I guess we lost 2 seconds on this lap already with the first corner, so I think that guy was like a second and a half behind before that. I'm just not finding as much pace as I would have liked to right now. Still got half the race left. Don't recommend texting and driving. Jesus.
Just take the racing line.
Okay, I need to lock in. There's a
Gotcha, brother.
back marker ahead. There we go. That's a decent lap. this guy's doing in front with the back marker. Looks like he's not just giving way.
Now come, go.
This guy really needs to be getting off the racing line. Okay, well that could have been a lot worse. You get one of those camelbacks like the F1 drivers. Little two. I know one of these guys back behind me is running really fast, but I think he's a few cars back. Killian guy, 136. I'm not really interested in fighting with this guy. I'd love to just build a gap. Now I got traffic to deal with.
Sorry, David. No worries. Okay, buddy.
Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, okay. I thought that was the leader of the LMPs, but it's not. Looks like the leader's coming up soonish. So this is a... Oh my god, dude. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why that guy did that. That was weird. Like, that Mercedes should have just stayed left, I think. Like, I don't really know what was happening there.
Thanks, man.
I got a bad exit. So the guy behind might have too. Faster traffic. I don't know if he's gonna catch me in time. Got a few more behind us still, LMPs. Not a great exit of that corner. Fucking go. Oh no. The LMP spun out. I had an opportunity there to take a gap. Got 2 laps left. I fucked that up. I'm messing up. Ugh. Sorry, I think you kind of came into me. You almost did it again. You can't just cut off my nose like that, though. That was stupid. It was nice of that guy to back out that LMP. He's not really racing for anything. Don't cut me off again. Oh, god damn it. Oh my god. Come on, guys. That was way more drama at the end than needed to be.
Oh shit, crash guys who got stopped.
Yeah, that was a mess.
Thank you for being alright.
You're good.
Don't feel like it was, so I'll have a look back at it anyway.
Yeah, it felt like it in the moment, but I'm gonna look at it too. I mean, either way, it's whatever. We didn't spin out.
Yeah, there were two massive crashes on the same turn.
Okay, so this is where it started. I messed up that corner. I wasn't trying to give that kind of room. I was ahead here. He was ahead. I was like enough alongside, I thought. Oh. Yeah, I wasn't alongside enough to be there. I think that was more on me. Yeah. 'Cause I really should have been like fully alongside. That was like I barely got alongside. Then what the and that was fine. We got away. There's this whole thing. I want to see what happened to this guy with those LMPs from earlier. Let's follow this guy because he kind of probably had the best view of this.
If you got me, it was just unfortunate, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't realize I wasn't alongside, like going into the corner. It felt like I was, but clearly I wasn't.
I mean, that should not. I had a small wiggle at that.
Yeah, nope.
It's quite unfortunate. Good racing, man.
Yeah, no worries, good racing. So this guy came out wide. I mean, I didn't take that corner as wide as I could have. He kind of door banged me. And then these two guys, one tried to go left here, the other tried to go right. Like, I don't know what that guy, and then this I was alongside for.
One of them just disappeared.
Yeah, our little scuffle, I think I was alongside for, but it was just chaos with those LMPs, like trying to pass us on both sides.
I had LM3 on the right side, but then he disappeared. I don't know why. But something like that.
Yeah, it seemed like we were about to go 4 wide into that corner.
Yeah, okay, thank you for listening, guys.
Yeah, good race. So and then he kind of braked because he probably lost momentum. I got in front here. This LMP3 was like, oh, huh, DQ'd. What position was that guy in? Oh, I mean, he wasn't last. Okay, the last thing I would like to see is... How am I going that way? This guy, I think it was like 2 laps beforehand. We'll probably see it. It's when I get ahead next lap. I guess it was... It must have been this lap. Oh no, this is like the last lap. Was it this one? Now I'm confused. When did this happen? Let's look at lap 15. Okay, it's this one. So what the hell happened here? he went there. Like, he should have stayed the left. He like went out. Then he realized his mistake. This guy went off track essentially. Okay. So it was just unfortunate that he ended up having that. Well, I think it was a fun race, but I think that's it for me for today. Thanks for